Yeah, I bet you never thought this day would come, huh?
Man, we walked and talked the yard, man. We walked the yard and talked about these type of things, man. You know.
Man, the craziest part was, man, remember Victorville? You know how the Spanish boys every day they jumped on the police.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you know, not to endorse or condone, you know, the jumping on the police. But I mean, you know, at least they knew who the enemy was.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They knew who the enemy was.
Exactly. Well,
you know?
We knew who they were. You know.
But they did too at that time.
Right.
You know, 2007, and I say that because they sent me back out to California, but this time to Victorville. Mm-hmm. And when I get to Victorville, now they jumping on each other.
Right.
Cars on cars. It's like they don't know who the enemy is. They made themselves the enemy.
Right.
They look at themselves, you know, they look at each other, and it's like they looking at themselves, and the self-hate came out.
Self-hate.
And then now they want to jump on each other and kill each other. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Where 12 years before that, 13 years before that, in 2007, when we was in California the last time,
mm-hmm.
you know what I mean? They knew that.
It was us against the police.
You understand what I'm saying? But it's a whole new wave now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I just stayed in my lane because, you know, I done got involved in the riot, you know, for the crack law back in 1995, and that's why I'm out now. We fought for the crack law.
Right.
It wasn't right. Let me say that. I shouldn't have did it. Mm-hmm. But you know what I mean? But when they had to vote in 1995 for the crack law, you know what I mean, about making it 1-to-1, when the Europeans,
Congress turned it down.
Yeah, when the Europeans was getting, you know, they had to have 100 grams of powder for our 1 gram of crack.
Right.
You know what I mean? So our 100 grams of crack give us 100 years. I mean, 1 gram of powder crack.
They changed the LSD laws right before that.
Yeah, they changed
retroactive and everything.
They changed all that. But I watched all this playing out, and it's like they looking out for everybody but us.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like they forgot us in the whole joint. Right. But I knew somewhere down the line they had to come back and address that unjust.
Yeah, the crack issue.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, we've been fighting a long time, man. I've been fighting ever since I got off the plane.
Yeah, but exactly. But see, that's why I respected you from I met you in the law library. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Because what you was on some, basically you knew that in time something was going to happen, and what we did today was going to affect if we go home tomorrow.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
And
I never accepted the life sentence that I had.
Nah, you know, I didn't either.
I never accepted. I don't see dudes who accepted it.
But that's because we men.
You know, and they gave up.
But that's the difference, because we men. Right. You know what I mean? But that's the point I'm making. You know what I mean? We don't accept nothing like that. I mean, that's just another fight.
Right.
We've been fighting on our life from you know, before we even knew how to tie our bootstraps. Yeah, we had to fight. Exactly. You know what I mean? Everything was a fight. You know? So,
yeah, well, I learned that from my hood, you know, in Miami.
Yeah,
my mother taught me that.
You know what I mean? And my mama taught me that all the way up north. You know what I mean? You know? Yeah. I mean, you got to fight for what you believe in. You know what I mean? And as long as you throwing a punch, you know what I mean? Equivalent to filing a motion, you're in the fight. Right. You know what I'm saying? You're in the fight. Right. You know, you ain't in the fight.
Now that we out here, it's a different type of fight.
Oh, yeah.
So it don't stop.
Man, look what they let us out here to. After 26 years, they say, come on, you going home. Yeah. They got a pandemic. They got us locked in the house, can't go out. Yeah. They put me on this damn monitor. I had to get permission to come see my own mother. Yeah. Since when a grown man, 56, I get permission to see his mother. Yeah. And he free. Yeah. What part of freedom is that?
And we're dealing with the George Floyd situation.
You know what I mean? Yeah, look at George Floyd, what they did. You know what I mean? They just choking black men out like it's nothing. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I'm not going to get into the politics because I got my own way of thinking, and I'll piss a lot of y'all off that's watching. So before I go there, I'm just going to let you know, man, you know, that's just something else, man. But, you know, I'm not going to condone nothing. You know what I mean? But, you know, I like the fact that they standing up for something out there now. You know what I mean? Yeah. I like that they standing up for something is all I'm going to say on that, man. And it's a hard, trying time because we got grandkids growing up, man. Yeah. You know what I mean? And we don't want them wearing a hoodie or they hat backwards to get pulled over by these people, choked out, beat down, and go through all that. Right. So, you know what I mean? It's like...
Well, with social media and everything that's going on now, you know, the phone is a weapon. You know,
exactly.
I use my phone as a weapon.
Exactly.
You know, to expose all of the things that 30, 40 years ago, you know, dudes might have got beat down just like George Floyd, but we didn't have these here. You know? We didn't have these phones, these camera phones.
But see,
now, you know, now they can't rig up their paperwork. They can't hide.
Exactly.
You know, dock up their.
Well, don't forget, they said George Ford. They said George Floyd. How do you pronounce his name? Ford.
Yeah, Floyd.
Floyd, right? They said that he was resisting arrest.
Yeah, exactly.
And they got four Europeans.
Police report 30 years ago, that would have been
justified.
Been justified.
They swept under the rug. But what got me is when I see these Europeans sitting on this black man's neck, with his knee on his neck and his hands in his pocket, like, I'm not going to touch this filthy animal.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm just going to wait for him to die.
Right.
So he sat there with a foot on his neck, waiting on him to, to breathe out.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's what really got me. Like, his hands in his pocket, like, I'm not even going to touch him. So what was you waiting on other than him to die?
Right. Well, when I looked at it, I looked at it a couple times, and what I felt, my honest opinion, a lot of people might have diabetes, and it be hereditary. Racism can be hereditary.
No, that could be. It is.
Can be hereditary.
It is.
Yeah. So he was taught that, or it came through his bloodline, through his ancestors.
And then it came out.
No man with an honest conscience could do something like that.
But then it came out that the man had all these other prior convictions, more than me and you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he's a cop.
Yeah.
They put him in a position to put his foot on another man's neck.
Yeah, I agree.
You're like, where did they do that at? But like I said, we ain't gonna get into politics because, like I said, we done came from the other side of the wall, but we done we've been studying it and analyzing it from the outside. You know what I mean? From the inside out.
Right. And now we out here. That's why I said we're in a different time. Right?
Exactly. But that's why we have to understand how they're reviewing it. You know what I mean? From how they've been living for 26 years. You know what I mean?
Right.
For 26 years, we've been waiting for them to make a law. You know what I mean? That's going to free us.
Right.
That's been our dreams.
Right.
That's been our hopes, our prayers.
Right.
You know what I mean? So theirs was getting the dollar to put on the table and getting a young girl, you know what I mean? And getting some jewels in the car. Right. You know what I mean?
Right.
When all ours was hope.
Yeah, hope and freedom.
The hope for the freedom.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's the whole point.
Right.
You know what I mean? But now when you mention the phone, it's funny you mention the phone because I was telling my son Wayne, my youngest Wayne, because I got two of them. But I was telling Wayne that nobody understands that when I hold this in my hand, I'm not holding the same thing that you're holding.
Right.
In my mind.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. That's why I say it's a weapon to me. For me, it's a weapon.
Exactly.
Yeah.
For you, it's a weapon, and it's definitely a weapon because this life is a war.
Yeah.
You understand?
Exactly.
But this right here, I can see. I'm holding the world in my hands.
Right.
I'm holding the world's wealth.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? I'm holding the world key to everything. Right. That anything you want is in this right here, man. And everybody just usually call the next person to post a picture on social media and don't know that this right here, I can go anywhere in the world without leaving this seat.
Right.
And I can be anyone I want to be without leaving this seat.
Right.
I can sit here and profess to be the president by just tapping keys on this.
Right.
So I'm excuse the terminology, I'm God right now.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But my thing is, since I've been home, I ain't been home 3 weeks. You see all this I've been doing, you know what I mean?
Right.
But
did a lot in 3 weeks.
Yeah, but that's because there's so much people taking everything out here for granted.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? And there's a lane open all over for me.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Because this right here, they just want to make phone calls. I know this is a couple of $1 trillion. This is infinite amount of cash.
Right.
All I need to do is figure out how to get you, and her. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
To give me some money off of this legitimately.
Right. Exactly.
You understand? So I got to give you content that's going to make you dial in to give me a couple of dollars.
Right. Right.
So that's what I'm thinking of when I look at this phone every night. How to get you, the viewers, to give me something.
Right.
You understand? And not for nothing. You know what I mean?
Right.
For the game that I'm giving you. Because I know they ain't even never thought that this right here is the world.
Right.
That's why, and they don't fell asleep. That's why they call it the World Wide Web.
Right.
But
or they never thought that there'd be being able to get game from a real OG, you know.
Yeah, but that too. But they're not even looking at it as game because they stuck in their ways. They think I'm crazy. You know what I mean?
You ain't crazy.
I know I ain't crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But they think I'm crazy from the way I'm moving and doing things. Because, like I said, with this joint here right now, I could get anything I want in the world. I could go anywhere. This is the World Wide Web.
Right.
The government done took off the www where they tried to hide it. Because when it first came out, they clearly said this the World Wide Web.
Right.
Because this the worldwide, and this take you worldwide, and you can get into the web to go anywhere in the universe.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's why it's the World Wide Web.
Right.
This is spider web.
Right.
You know what I mean? It has no beginning, no ending. It's infinite.
Take it anywhere.
You understand what I'm saying? But now we got to figure out how to let this tap into their pocket to put it into our cash app.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's where I'm at. So y'all might think I'm crazy because you never even looked at it that way, but I'm just letting you know the real. This World Wide Web, they don't change it and started calling it the www. You know what I mean? And I studied the history of this. The person that made this famous, they was using this in the military in the 50s. You know what I mean? As far as internet. And then here comes your boy that a lot of y'all don't even know, especially my son, they're 34 years old. They never even fathomed where this came from because it didn't matter to them.
Right.
Because this became a part of their life. This walks with them. This dance with them. This their two-step.
Yeah.
Look at the boy that created it, that made it the World Wide Web, that put it out there, was Al Gore.
Right.
Al Gore is the one that created it and called it the World Wide Web. You understand what I'm saying? Once he came up with the World Wide Web, then he decided that he wanted to have one of these, a laptop, or have a computer in every household in the world to link everybody together. You understand what I'm saying? But then now when they got there, they started just calling it the www to hide the name and the meaning of it.
Right.
Which is a web that links us together.
Right.
And just made it individual to just link me and my friends. Then Zuckerberg came with the Facebook. Then it was just to, list your immediate friends.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But now, this the World Wide Web, man, that they done took the www and stashed it. Now they got it where when you put up a website, you don't even need World Wide Web in the front. You don't need www in the front. All you need is the name of the website and go.
Google the name.
Because they don't want you to know the meaning,
right,
the strength, the power behind this World Wide Web.
Right.
I can go anywhere in the world with this.
Right.
I got a dude building a website for me right now as we speak in Pakistan. All he got is a laptop in a cave, and he's building me a website in Pakistan, man. And this weekend, you're going to see what I built, you know what I mean, from in the cave. And when I tried to get Americans to build this same website for me, every idea that I had that I wanted to be put into this website, they told me it can't be done. You understand what I'm saying? Because, no disrespect, people over here in the West, they believe that if they don't know something, it don't exist.
Right.
If they don't know how to do what I'm asking, it don't exist. I'm crazy. I've been down 26 years. I must be nuts. How the hell are you going to be able to send a camera from here to Pakistan to record the war, you know what I mean, or record a concert with Shakira in Colombia while you're sitting in your apartment in New York?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And then you talk about getting people to pay to see Shakira at a free concert in Colombia, but they paying in New York and all over the world.
Right.
They couldn't understand where I'm at. But I ain't let them discourage me.
Right.
Once I got my son on my team, where he trusted me, because it all comes from trust. When he trusted me, then he brought me all the right people to put everything together to what I need. Not what I want, but what I need to make this a reality. You understand? So when y'all see the website, your mind gonna be blown. But I got a dude sitting in a cave, man, in Pakistan, building me a website that the people in the West told me couldn't be done. And I'm crazy, and I've been locked up too long. And I'm like, look, if there's something that I could create in my mind that you could convince me can't be done, that means I need to find somebody that could create it to make it be done so that we can patent it.
Right.
And we can make some money.
Right.
If it can't be done, then we got a lane.
Right. Exactly.
Give me anything that can't be done, and I'm going to go find a lane. So don't tell me it can't be done in the end of the story. Because I remember when I was a kid, we had Star Trek.
Right.
Dude had a little flip phone shit that they call beam them up, Scotty.
Yeah.
And they transform. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And everybody laughed, man, that shit ain't never gonna come true.
Yeah, the Jetsons.
You know what I mean? The Jetsons.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you remember the little flip phones on Scotty?
Yeah, exactly.
And they laughed at it when it came out like it never happened.
Yeah.
And then as 10, 20 years went by, You got the flip phone still ain't out now. Now you got the phones with the big ass antennas. You know what I mean? And I got the big battery pack on my side. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I'm telling them, man, we got to come up with a way to put this big ass battery pack in this little headset.
Right.
And you know the first thing they said? Nigga, you crazy. It can't be done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it take a young motherfucker like Bill Gates, and he wasn't young, he was just old enough to hire young people, you know what I mean, to take their ideas.
Figure it out.
And make them figure it out. Bill Gates didn't figure shit out.
Right.
All Bill Gates did was take their motherfucking ideas, took his money, and told the people around him, make this happen.
Right.
And give me the patent. So it ain't no different than the slave master, you know what I mean, growing the cotton, you know what I mean, and tell the blacks, go out there and grow that cotton. Yeah. You know what I mean? Oh, we can't grow no cotton this year, boss, because the field ain't right, because we've been growing cotton every year. We never gave a chance to cultivate. Yeah. You know what I mean? And the slave master tell him, I don't give a fuck what you're talking about. You'll find a way to get it to grow.
Right.
And that's where George Washington Carver came out with the peanuts. He said, throw some peanuts in that motherfucker for a year. You know what I mean? And build the soil back up. And then we'll be able to grow some more cotton in the boss for another 10 years.
Right.
But nobody believed in old George Carver. You know what I mean? Until he did it, and then the white man got the credit for it. You know what I mean? But back to this here, when you see the website that I'm building and where I went with this, you know what I mean? You know, some people say it's genius, but I just say it's unique. You know what I mean? Because I don't give up on me. If I can think it, I can create it. But everything came from here. These came from a fucking flip phone from Scotty and Spock. Talking about beam them up when everybody laughing. And when we was freebasing during the freebase era, they was calling it beam them up Scotty, because nigga get high, smoke the pipe, and he's somewhere else. Yeah. So he done entered the Starship Galaxy from smoking the freebase.
You're on the mothership.
You're on the mothership.
Yeah.
But I'm sitting here thinking, man, the whole time I'm looking at this, I got to figure out ways to get all the people, all the millions and billions and trillions of people in the palm of my hand right now. You understand what I'm saying? To give me some money. Legitimate money.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I got to give them something to sell. So what I'm giving them now is my unique mind that they took for granted. Because now I got a worldwide viewership. So if I got 1 million people looking at it, you understand what I'm saying? And 1% of that, you know what I mean? Believe in me. You understand what I'm saying? You already know how much I got right there. And all I need from them is $1. We'll start with $1. I don't need a whole lot. Because then the rest is going to follow. You know what I mean? This is the world. I'm holding the world in my hands. But this is the World Wide Web. Y'all don't even know that. Y'all never thought of that. Now that I'm saying it, you know it. But you never even thought of it in that manner. But when I lay down at night and I'm sitting there tapping on this and I'm frustrated. My son loved me so much, he went out and got me a fucking iPhone Max. You know what I mean? I'm a fucking amateur. I never seen no cell phone.
Yeah.
What the fuck he get me a Pro Max for?
Yeah.
But he believed in me that I'll figure out a way to use it.
Right.
You know what I mean? And monopolize from it.
You'll figure it out.
You know what I mean?
You know
and
you'll figure it out.
Yeah, everybody tell me, man, get a Galaxy, it's easier.
I'll be on my phone at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning trying to figure out how to do things on my own. Although my nephews and my son and my daughter didn't show me certain things, I'll be trying to navigate on my own. So that was my biggest challenge when I got out.
And that's what I'm going through now, because I just got out 3 weeks.
Yeah, how to work the phone.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, so 90 days in, being out here, I might be a little bit more advanced than you, but I know you.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Listen, I don't have a problem with a man being more advanced than me in anything, because I know that at the same time, we both have the same capabilities.
Right.
We both have the same tools.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
To get to our goals in life.
Right.
It's just how much we want it and how much energy we put into getting to that direction.
Right.
That's where I'm at.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
Like me. You know what I mean? I done been through hell and back. And not blowing my own horn, not being conceited, but being New York confident. I'm an intelligent man.
Yeah, you are.
You understand what I'm saying?
Your name speaks for itself.
You know? But then I got my son. You understand what I'm saying? He's younger than me. By the time I'm done with him, he's going to be more greater than me. And if he's not more greater than me at the end of this mission, then I failed.
Right.
You know why?
That's what the word father means. It comes from the root word further.
Further.
So you are supposed to further your children farther into civilization than what you were.
Mm-hmm.
So they're gonna be greater than you. By the time you leave this earth, he should be a master.
Because don't forget,
Being around you, he should be a genius.
You know what I mean? What I done learned in the
my
70s.
son should be a genius.
Exactly.
You know, because he missed all the years while you was away. Although you was a telephone dad and an email dad and you know, visitation dad. Now you in his presence. He can feel your spirit, you know, around him every day. So that's important. You know, that's real important.
And that's where it goes. You know what I mean? But like I said, you got everything I learned in the 70s, everything I learned in the 80s, you know what I mean? Everything I learned in the 90s, you know? Then I got locked up, even if I didn't get locked up, you know what I mean? Whatever I would have learned in the 2000s, whatever I learned in 2010s on, you understand what I'm saying? It could never elevate to more than what he's getting.
Right.
Because he would have all that I'm giving him.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? And not only having all that I'm giving him, but he'll be able to have all that he's seeing that I don't see.
Right.
Like this.
Right.
But he's taking this for granted.
Right.
This is just a phone.
Hold up, bro.
You know what I mean?
Hold up, bro.
Man.
You filming, man.
Yeah. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So this right here shows everything. This where it comes from.
Right.
But see, prime example, that man twice our age. You understand what I'm saying? That's ignorance. You see the camera, see everything there, but he's not going to throw me off from my high that I'm having right now.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because I know I'm elevating those of you that's sitting there listening, and you're getting good, strong wisdom from me and my man Jay. You're getting 60 years, you know what I mean, of penitentiary time sitting right here in front of you. 60 years. Niggas is trying to do 60 days. You know what I mean? And you're looking at 60 days of strong-minded wisdom. You understand what I'm saying? 60 years. You know? So let's get that straight. So when you get a dumb nigga that do shit like that, alhamdulillah. You know what I mean? Just keep him moving, and we ain't gonna give him the energy to even argue with him and say nothing to him.
Right.
Leave him where he at.
Right.
You know what I mean? He's just another dumb nigga walking around trying to feel his way in the dark.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Ain't no disrespect. If he come to where he at, come to where he at, and that's where it's at. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I mean, you know, it is what it is, man.